Good morning, everybody. It's Dave, and you're watching Down the Road We Go. Well, we're on another adventure this morning from the Passport America rally in Goshen, Indiana. It took us a couple days, but we actually found the downtown of Goshen. Well, at least that's where, not downtown, but where all the stores, Walmart, and places to eat are. It took us a couple days to find this, but with all the back roads, but we finally did. So today we're off, I think we just left Walmart, and we're off to get some gas, and then we're going to be going to the Montana High Country factory where they put out the Montana High Countries. And hopefully there's some on the line that looks like ours, and we'll get to look to see how they make them and how they go together, which is an important part for me. I was thinking I'd sure love to see where everything goes. How do I get to it when it gets screwed up? But anyway, we'll be heading off to the Montana factory, and they would not let us film inside. Of course, you know, we're in Amish country, but we could take still pictures. And something we did find out was that even though we were going to the factory, there wouldn't be any workers there because we weren't going to be there till about 2 or 2:30. And I guess they were shutting down for the day for a meeting or something. I think they just probably didn't want all the workers in the way of us walking around, or us in their way. So there's a big difference between seeing a factory with nobody working and seeing a factory with somebody working. In the next video, which we'll put up next week, we're actually going to go, which is actually the next day, we're going to go to the Forest River plant and see how they make Anita and Ray's trailer. And that will be much more interesting because there was actually people there working and jumping around, and I mean, they don't stand still for a split second. So again, we couldn't take any video of the inside, but we did take a little bit of the outside. Now, can you see all these Montanas we're going through here? This is all stacked up, ready to be hauled. There are people hauling these new ones right and left out of here, and other transportation lots. They just you know, if you look at how many are parked around here waiting to go to the dealers, you wonder if there's enough people out there to buy that many. You'd think people have already bought everything they wanted, but I guess not. Here's a whole row of Montana High Countries, different sizes and different floor plans and stuff. But this is the actual factory where we were going in. Again, we couldn't take any video inside, so we're going to jump over and talk a little bit about the factory as we take the stills. We'll catch you when we get in there, guys. Bye. Okay guys, here we are at the Montana factory tour for Montana High Countries. These units are all stacked up out here waiting for transportation to come and get them after being built. And here's the frame shop. They come in, the frame's put together. What they do is they put the axles and the front stands on them. Then they put them on these dollies. I don't know if you can see underneath the wheels. So they actually slide these frames down the line sideways like that. It's like he's pushing one right now. And they already put the floor on, and of course they've already set it up on it. They'll set it up on its side and put all the ductwork underneath after this one. Here's where they've already got the floor, and they're starting to put the walls and everything on. And as you can see the dolly there, they just slide it sideways. And then there's gantries like above it here where they're putting a roof on here that they can pick up. They actually hydraulically pick up that gantry and then slide the new one down and drop that on top of it. Here you can see that gantry. Now that goes straight up after they get done with the roof, and they slide the trailer over and start the next section. Here's some of the things they're going to put in here, like the tables, and they just had like everything stacked right there for just enough that they were going to do that day. There's your valances. Now they say they do about, I think he said about 20 or 30 a day, if I remember right. That's unreal. And here's all the furniture stacked up, and they push them down there pretty quick. You wonder how they get them together and anything works, if you ask me. Of course, there's one of them's got the front. They just put the front cap on. like I say, unfortunately we couldn't take videos of this, even though there weren't anybody in there. There's all the cords ready to go in. They're all stacked up. Apparently they didn't make as many as they thought they were going to make today. And the Montana. One thing nice about the Montana sides, before they put them on, when they bring them in, you know, they're all got a foam in there and everything. All the openings are cut with a laser robot, not by hand. And it makes it very smooth, and everything fits right in real good, and there shouldn't be any leaks in any of the sidewalls. You can tell right there, you can see all the cuts that are there are real precise. Like I said, by a laser. They're not done by hand. The rest of the people up there are doing by hand. And they've got a trailer, they're just putting the sides on. It's crazy. Of course, I'm sticking my nose in there trying to find out where the pump and the water lines and all that stuff goes. So if I need to replace the pump, I know exactly where it is now and how to get to it. Okay, now they've got one of the slides in, and they had slid it out, I guess, to test it and make sure it worked. And we're about at the end of the line already. You know, we just took as many pictures as we could. Here's the inside. We were hoping to be like ours, and it was similar, except it was longer, and things were on the opposite side. The slides were opposite from our slides. But you can see all the plumbing and everything, and I mean, they just put this all together and slam them out. No wonder there's warranty work. They probably need to make, they're putting a top on. You can see all the glue all over the gantry there. So, and that's the end of the tour, ladies and gentlemen. It was fun, but it'll be a lot more fun tomorrow when we see them at the Forest River plant, because they'll actually be working there. I wish we could have took more video, but the tour was worth it. If you ever go to Goshen, you have to go to the tour. All the manufacturers, almost all of them are up there, so no matter what you have, somebody up there probably has a tour, and you can go see how your trailer or motorhome is built, and that will give you a lot of insight into why things go wrong and how you might fix them. So we're going to continue down the road here and head back towards the rally and call it a day, because we're pretty tired after running around all day and going through that factory tour. That took us about an hour and a half, 2 hours, I guess. So y'all take care, and we'll see you later on down the road. Okay everyone, we're going to close this video out here. We're back at the rally, so we're going to park and probably just kind of take it easy this afternoon and rest up, because we got to go on another one of these tours tomorrow morning, early in the morning, like about 9 o'clock. So we'll talk to you then. Don't forget, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe and push the button on the little bell next to the subscribe button after you do that. That way you'll get notified of all future videos. Thanks for joining us on our ride down the road we go, and tomorrow we'll be, like you said, at another factory tour for, I think, Forest River. So we'll catch you all then. Take care.